Hello again, everyone. This is Todd. And another question I'm going to address today is probably in the should be asked question, and that is, hey, I've heard a lot about Facebook. How can I market myself there? All right. First of all, most of you that are familiar with Facebook are probably familiar with what we call the personal profile page. That's where you use your name and you befriend people from your old high school and people from your relatives and people from your place of work, things like that. And it's more of a social thing where you're discussing social kind of deals like movies, where you went for vacation, pictures, that sort of thing. I don't recommend you use that as a business tool. First of all, Facebook frowns on it, and second of all, so will your friends. That's what Facebook fan pages are about, and that's where you can market your business. And what's important to note about that is it's not enough just to open one up and kind of have it sit there, because people are going to see that and see that it's dead and think that your place of business is dead. You need to be active with it. You need to be posting up what's new in your business. You need to be posting up tips or things that will help people that are in your industry. For instance, if you happen to be a divorce attorney, you might want to talk about ways to avoid getting a divorce. That would be something that people might be interested in. In other words, it's another place for you to generate content that people will find useful and interesting and want to come back to check up on. And as they develop trust with you and find that you are an expert, and that's another way that having a Facebook page will help you to market yourself, is it will start to brand you as an expert, then people will trust you more and want to do business with you. Because it's a quote I often give to my clients, and that is 97% of people will research you online or research your product or service before they ever do business with you. That's something to keep in mind. Another thing that can be done with Facebook, I don't really recommend doing pay-per-click ads through Google anymore. It's gotten to be way too competitive. It's too expensive. But Facebook ads are still relatively cheap, and there are actually more Facebook users now than ever before. So it's a great place to market your business, and you can really target these ads, fine-tune these ads to a very specific segment of the population. So no ad is wasted that way. So those are a couple things you can do on Facebook. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. We'll have more later. Okay, so if you like what you saw in the video, I just wanted to add this little bit on. If you go to the bottom of the YouTube description there, you'll see a website. You enter in your email and cell phone number, and you can get an influence engine report that shows you exactly where you stand socially in your area and in your profession. So just check it out below, and we'll check in the other side. Thanks.